Yo, what is going on, guys? We're back here with another video. This one's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a coverage of 3 different anime episodes that dropped today, Monday, May 27th. Starting off with Train to the End of the World, episode 9. Then we got Tsukimichi, season 2, episode 21. And then we got I Was Reincarnated as the Seventh Prince, episode 9. Starting off with Train to the End of the World, episode 9. In this episode, we got to focus a lot on Yoka, the girl who's responsible for the 7G network. Now, it wasn't the full episode that we got to see her, but we got to see that now she has powers, which is something that was really cool to me. Last week's episode, they referenced her as like the Queen Witch or something like that, and this week we got to see why that is. Like I said, it was only like some of the episode, and then it cut back to the main girls that we've been seeing every single week. As far as I know, it's only like 12 or 13 episodes, so it's only like 3 or 4 left. But there was a guy that was like, so basically he went to attack her, and the bodyguard stopped him, and then she like released some like magical powers and like wiped him out, like turned him into. I think she burned him alive, and so like yeah, that was something pretty cool to see. And that was basically the premise of that. Then we got Tsukimichi season 2 episode 21. Now this one, we finally saw the heroes again. For if you've been seeing my reactions every week to this season, I've been pointing out how like we haven't seen the heroes in episodes. In this episode, we got to see them again. Now, one of them being Tomoki, which is the one he has like the Gia sort of power, where like he can just basically tell anyone to do something with his eyes, and most people do it. And there's a handful of people that are stronger than that, and they're not able, like they don't fall under the curse. One of those being Sophia, the Dragon Slayer, who ended up fighting him, and he had this like Sid moment from what's it called? The Eminence in Shadow, and he was like, and it was almost like an I Am Atomic type moment where he had this like giant blast of energy, and I think he called it Oblivion or something like that, and he like harnessed it, sort of like Vegeta's like self explosion type thing, and Sophia like put a magical barrier around herself and then just like walked out of the like ditch thing that he created, and he was like down on the ground, and so he took all the damage from that. Then we got to see at like the end of the episode, Hibiki was fighting that giant the ogre or like whatever he is with the 4 arms, and he had like each element, like magical element, on each of his fists, and he was like beating the crap out of her and like threw her down to the ground. And which, by the way, she had this like very explicit new armor, which apparently like in this world, the girls, if you show off more of your body and you're more like, and you're very beautiful, you're more powerful, because the goddesses like, they like that. So, and I think for the guys as well, it's like their faces, like if they're really handsome or something. But yes, like she had that armor, didn't really do much for her because she got wiped down to the floor, and then that's when our hero Makoto stepped in and saved her, and he had this like power suit on, which I was seeing other people's reactions and like other people's comments and all this stuff, and a lot of people did not like the suit. I personally don't think it's that bad. I mean, I'm not gonna hate on it, but yeah. So he like stepped in, and it showed that he remembers Hibiki from the real world, because they're both from the real world. Before they got isekai'd here, so that happened, and then with what's the third one? Reincarnated as a seventh prince. This one, the animation for me, it's been peak like every single week, but in this episode it was a 10 out of 10. They even had like a 3D moment where he was like in this magical barrier, and he was being chased by, I guess, like stakes of sorts that Jade was like throwing at him. And honestly, I'm not normally a fan of 3D, but like this one wasn't bad at all. I actually thought it was pretty cool the way that they were like showing the camera angles and stuff of him like chasing him, above the water and under the bridge and all that stuff. So we had that, and of course, Lloyd being Lloyd, he loves this. He loves magic. He loves experiencing new things and finding out like, other people's magic and stuff like that. So I forget the demon that has taken over Jade's body, but he's like the demon of catastrophe or something like that. So I'll probably just call him Jade for the time being. But so Jade basically harnessed all this at Lloyd, and they made it seem like Lloyd died, but obviously we know that he's probably the strongest character, like I was gonna say character, but the strongest like mage or sorcerer or whatever you want to call them that use magic. He's probably the strongest one, and so he created this like I don't know if it was like made out of sand or dirt or what it was, but it was like a replication of himself, and that was the one that got like stabbed over and over again. So he's still alive. They also showed a shot like side by side of the two of them, and it was like black and white, and the two of them were basically saying like, "Come on, like bring your best," and that part like gave me chills. Like that was probably the best part of the well, I shouldn't say the best part of the episode because it was only like a couple seconds, but yeah. Other than that, I think oh yeah, there was also with the assassins, right? So they were like fighting off all the like side villains and stuff, and the two of them were gonna sacrifice themselves. But then we get to see Albert and Sylphie and all of them from the kingdom show up and save them. Which there was like flames and stuff being thrown over the castle wall or whatever, and I was like wondering like who it would be because Lloyd's busy fighting Jade, and it was Albert and Sylphie and all of them. So that was a really cool moment there. So overall, today was like a great day for anime episodes. Spice and Wolf also came out. I'm gonna be doing that tomorrow. I don't know about on YouTube, but I do post on Instagram and TikTok if you're not aware. So I'll probably be posting scenes from that, whatever, on there, and then I will most likely do a reaction to Unnamed Memory episode. I believe it's 8. It's either 8 or 9. Because I've been doing reactions to that every week, so I want to keep going with that. But I may try to do this format here where I'm like combining anime episodes and talk about each of them, and, you know, summarize what happened and give my overall thoughts and stuff like that. And hopefully, my goal is for like people to comment and like so we can engage and interact and talk about the episodes that came out. So hopefully we get more of those. With that being said, I think that pretty much wraps up what I was going to say here. So if you enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more content like this. I plan on posting a lot more. As you know, on Instagram and TikTok, I post daily. So if you're watching the seasonal animes, go ahead and follow me on those, and we can talk about them in the comments or, you know, whatever. And here on YouTube, I know I've been doing seasonals, but I may start doing like more like of the classic animes and kind of ranking, I don't know, like fights or, you know, whatever it is that I might do. I'm trying to think of different ideas here with anime content because I want to engage with as many people as I can and talk about anime because I literally love anime, as you know by my username, AnimeAddict1999. So yeah, it's just I want to like build a following here in a community with fellow anime lovers and stuff like that. So make sure to check me out on each like platform that I'm putting that content out. And also comment on this video your thoughts and everything if you watch these seasonal episodes or if you're watching any other seasonal animes this season. I'm gonna try to like do a bunch more like throughout the week. That way it's kind of like more than what I've been doing. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, again, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and as always, you guys have a blessed day.